Hey friends, you're welcome back to my channel. Thanks to all my returning viewers and to the new persons who just joined who are seeing this for the first time. You are my real MVPs. Please, I do hope you watch this video to the end and you get to use the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a share, and let's just get to connect here. Today's tutorial will be working on this t-shirt and how to customize it. Let's get started. When I'm done with taking my measurements, I'm going to get my fabric and then I'll do this on fold. I want to cut out the hand part. So I want it to have a particular pattern, reason why I'm not placing this at the beginning. So that hand part that I cut, I'm just going to go ahead and place it here like this. Remember the fabric is on fold. I'll place it here and then I'm just going to cut. Now I'm cutting, leaving about for the down part, I'm leaving about 1 inch spacing, and then for the other part, I'm leaving just about 0.5 inch spacing, and that's for my sewing, right? But the 1 inch space that I left for that other down part so I can fold in. If you see t-shirts, it always has this fold, right? So I want this hand to have that fold. So that's 1 inch I left behind, like I left underneath. I'll be using that to fold in. So when you're done cutting this, you're going to open it up. You open the fabric up and then go ahead and sew. Now I noticed I had this patch on my fabric. When I was cutting, I didn't notice it, but I had to use oil. I didn't. I'm not okay. This is a trick actually. Some persons will always use iron, but I had to use oil. I noticed that for each time I used oil, the gummy stain, that gum left over that's always there after I use iron, it's minimal. In fact, you won't even feel the gum anymore. But when I use iron, that gum is always still there. I used to pack dirt. So I prefer to use the oil and then I do that. Just go ahead and then sew that, fold the handle, the hand parts, the part you want to fold, go ahead and fold it and then you sew. When you're done sewing, you then fold it into two and then stitch that together like this. Okay, the next part is for me to attach this to my t-shirts. Please watch closely so that you understand how to do it. It's very simple actually. So I'm going to take this with the right side facing the right side of the t-shirt handle. I'm going to take this and then I'm just going to use my pin to hold that together. Please just watch. The right side facing the front side of the fabric. But I'm doing this from the back. I'll pin this together and then go ahead and just carefully stitch everything together. Now remember we left 0.5 inches space, right? So that it's not you use that one to sew and you don't get to reduce the hand. Now when I've put that first two pins together, I'll go ahead and then turn it inside where and then still stock the handle, like the hand rather, not the handle. I'll stick the hand into the t-shirt so I really have a clear view of what I'm trying to pin. Like I said, the front side is facing the front side of the hand. I'll pin that in from inside. Do you get? Pin this in from inside. Just do this round. When you're done pinning, you take your sewing machine and then you stitch that together. All right, I'm done fixing the hand, so I'm going to go on to do the strip, right? The long strap that I'll be using. I'm going to measure. Remember, my measurement was 29 by 3, but for the fabric, I'm going to be cutting 5 by 31. I'll explain that and why I did that, right? But for the gum stay I'll be using, I'll ensure that I maintain 3 inches wide by 29 inches long. So I'll take this to my iron and then I'm going to, fuse this together like this. I'll fuse this together. Now, the reason why you left that extra inches is so that you can fold it like this. Fold it to look like this. So that when you begin to sew, you won't have any part, bulging out. It's, firmly placed. After I'm done with that, the next thing is to take that to my t-shirt and place it. So I'll go ahead and take the measurement. So I have a straight, a straight placing. I'm going to measure and ensure that it's 3 inches. You can, it depends on how you want to, want to place your stuff. But for me, I ensure that that's from the armpit part. I have 3 inches like evenly, and then I usually use a ruler to draw a straight line so that I have it looking neat. I drew a straight line. I didn't show that in this video, but I did a straight line down so that I have something neat. So go ahead and just use a measuring tape. When you're done doing that, go ahead, use an office paint to hold it in place, and then you take it down to your sewing machine to sew. Now for the top part of my strip, you know that what's it called? You know that the t-shirt always have this slant curve. So I'm just going to open the gum stay a little and then measure it like this. Use my pen to get the slanty curve, the slanty line, and then I'm going to cut that out. Place the fabric back, and then preferably make sure you iron it that it's straight like I already mentioned in the beginning, and then I'll just use my needle, my paint spreader to hold that in place and then go ahead to sew. Okay, now it's time for me to sew this together. When I want to sew, I always start on the down side so that I can open that up. Ensure that when you are sewing, you are careful so that you don't have the back part of the t-shirt, underneath the one you are sewing. If you do that, you end up sewing the front and the back together, and so that when you want to loosen it, you might end up, tearing your t-shirt. So ensure that you are sewing, you are adjusting it, removing that back part so that you don't have it together with the front and you're not making any mistake. And here it is, we're done with the customization. I'm hoping that you get to practice and try it out. I would love to see your comments. If you have any question, you can ask me. You can, reach out to me and, share your concerns with me. For people who just came across my page and you are yet to subscribe, please kindly use the subscribe button, like, comment, share, reach out to me. Just engage on this post. I really do appreciate you. You're my real MVP. I always drop contents. I will always like for you to watch them. Thank you and bye.